What's up, guys? I'm Tim, the Drone Goon, and today we're going to be talking about cases. All right, specifically these hard shell cases, but all cases have their purpose. I've got a couple different styles up here. I've got the camera bags that come with the DJI Flymore kits. This soft shell case that came with my original drone, my Roku F111 Gem 2. And then we've got these hard shell cases. There's a ton of different companies out there that make these hard shell cases. Start RC, Pelican. You can buy them at Harbor Freight with the foam that you can pull out individually and put your drones in there. They're all great. I'm going to highlight today this company, Lekufee. I've got 3 of their cases, not sponsored by them. They didn't send me any cases and ask me to make a video. I'm just doing it because I really do think that they have a really good product. The first one I bought was for my Mini 3 Pro, and I was looking for a hard shell case that fit my Mini 3 Pro as well as my goggles Integra and my Motion 2. Went to Amazon, started looking, and I stumbled upon this company. Relatively moderately priced. I don't remember how much I spent because it's been a couple years now, but probably somewhere in the $60 range, and it fit everything. And it was precisely cut out. So not a knock against some of these other cases that you may find, say at like Harbor Freight or even Pelican. As a 20-year military vet, I used Pelicans for everything. I absolutely love Pelican, and I probably would have went with Pelican if I could have found foam inserts that were perfectly cut out. Didn't really want to spend the extra money to go find some company to cut the foam out for me. Lekufee already had that done for me, and it was fantastic. When I bought my Air 3S, same thing. Scrolled through, happened to just go through Amazon. Wasn't necessarily looking for the same company. Same company popped up. I was familiar with them. I liked their product, and I ended up getting it. Same thing with my this case here, which is for my DJI Osmo 7P. And that's the one we're really going to get into and focus on today. But I will also open up and show these two as well. That way you guys can kind of see just the difference in how they managed to fit everything in such a small case. All right, so all of these cases, the separate style cases, all have their place. Good example is last fall, me and my wife took a trip to the Bahamas for our anniversary, and I did not want to sacrifice some of the space and weight inside my suitcase for this hard shell case. So I opted with going with the same case that came with my Flymore kit. It worked perfect, worked flawless. I was able to put everything in there safe and secure, put it in my backpack, and I used that as a carry-on. I just didn't want to bring the extra weight. So I do swap from cases from time to time, but my normal everyday, they stay in the hard cases for what I have. I don't have one for the Avata 2 yet. I am looking maybe in the next month or so. I may order one, but we'll see what comes up. Alright, I'm contending with the wind here a little bit, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick little view of what the inside of these cases look like. We'll get to that one here in a sec, but here's my Air 3S case. As you can see, it's got the cutouts. Everything fits in there nice and snug, especially when this shuts in and give it a little bit of top pressure. Some of the things that people may not like is going to be these extra cutouts to accommodate different style controllers. It doesn't bother me. I just took out the insert that fit my controller and kind of just went about it. It doesn't bother me. But you can see there's all these little extra spots. Like these are for these toggle knobs or control sticks. You can get extras there. Cutouts for the battery here. I don't know what they said you can put here. I usually put my 100-watt power supply there, but you could easily another set of batteries. So if you have a docking or a battery hub and another set. You could put 6 batteries here plus 4 more, so now you're looking at 10 plus 1 in the drone is 11. Tons of space for the DJI ND filters that came with the Air 3S with the Fly More kit, but tons of space. And then we're going to move on. We'll look at the Air 3, or the Mini 3 Pro. So this is like the double decker one. This is the one I bought for my because I had the goggles Integra. But you can see it's double decker here, and so it's got tons of space underneath, all this extra space for batteries. I don't know, this is just kind of a random place you can put extra things in. The one thing I can say that I don't like about this case is that, yeah, it's got a spot for the charging hub, but I can't keep the batteries in there when I close. Is it a big deal? No, it's not. But I think that they could have maybe done a little bit better design there. But at the end of the day, underneath it still fits. You know, there's still cutouts for 4 batteries plus 1 in the drone, and there's a little bit of extra space there too. So still have tons of space if you want an all-in-one spot for your drones with these Lekufee cases. And then here's just the case that I got for the Osmo 7P. The Osmo is not in here right now because I'm actually using it for my phone to give me a little bit of more stable shots, because I'm clumsy and my shots don't look good if I'm not using it. But double decker, space for my Anker power supply if I need it. On the packaging, it said you could put your hard drive in here. The hard drive that I use is literally about that big. For my computer, I don't need all that extra space there, so I just threw some extra cables in there. But as you can see, case room nice and snug for my Mic 2 case. Here's the little tracking adapter. I don't have it on right now, but there's all these extra spaces too for like the mini mics and all these extra little accessories. So cases definitely have a lot of room, and there's so many different configurations. Even for like the Mini 3, I didn't need to get this big of a case for my Mini 3, but it was what I wanted and it fit my needs. So there's other options by this company for the same type of case. So overall, I think these cases are fantastic. They work extremely well, extremely durable, well thought out. The cutouts are great. They're very firm, very snug. Overall, an excellent case. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed the content, please give me a like and subscribe. Also, I'm in the market for a Nevada 2 case. So if you have any suggestions, just drop them in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.